completed Tianjin Declaration with SCO Summit. Prime Minister Modi emphasized peace, security and stability at SCO. The summit was held in Tianjin, China. 3-day Mela Path celebrated in Jammu and Kashmir. The festival is dedicated to Lord Vasuki Nag, the presiding deity of the Bandarwa Valley. It is related to Nag culture. Increased threat from blue dragon's toxic sting on Spain's sea beaches. Spain has closed several sea beaches. The blue dragon is a small toxic slug. Researchers discover a new species of diatom, named Climacunus heteropolaris. Diatoms are indicators of climate change and clean water. NGO Educate Girls wins the 2025 Ramon Magsaysay Award, the first organization from India to win this award. The NGO works for the education of marginalized girls in rural areas. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in the 25th summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. This year, the summit was held in Tianjin, China. During the summit, discussions were held on the SCO's development strategy, reforms in global governance, counter-terrorism, peace and security. Important talks were also held on economic and financial cooperation as well as sustainable development. The Prime Minister shared India's vision and emphasized three main pillars: security, connectivity and opportunity. He stated that peace, security and stability are the keys to progress and prosperity. He urged member countries to unite and take decisive action in the fight against all forms of terrorism. Additionally, he supported key projects like the Chabar Port and the International North-South Transport Corridor for better connectivity and development. He also stressed the need for cooperation in areas such as startups, innovation, youth empowerment, and shared heritage. Furthermore, the Prime Minister proposed the establishment of a civilizational dialogue platform to promote better relations and cultural understanding among the people. At the conclusion of the summit, the SCO member countries adopted the Tianjin Declaration and congratulated Kyrgyzstan on assuming the next presidency of the SCO. For your information, the SCO or Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a permanent intergovernmental international organization. It was established on June 15, 2001 in Shanghai by Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, the Russian Federation, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. Currently, the organization operates with 10 member countries, 2 observer countries and 15 dialogue partners, with Laos being the latest dialogue partner. The primary body in its structure is the Council of Heads of State, which is considered the highest decision-making body. Recently, a 3-day festival called Mela Path was organized in the Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. This festival is dedicated to Lord Vasuki Nag, the presiding deity of the Bandarwa Valley. The event is associated with the Nag culture and symbolizes the historic meeting between Mughal Emperor Akbar and King Nagpal of Bandarwa. It is celebrated since the 16th century. It is worth mentioning that this festival was first celebrated by King Nagpal when Bhadarwa was first known as Bhadar Kashi. This festival is observed every year on the day of Nag Panchami, 7 days after the completion of the Kailash Yatra. A unique feature of the festival is the traditional Dikko dance, which is a folk performance in which men and women from all religions and backgrounds participate. Notably, Mela Path has a 600-year-old history, making it particularly remarkable. It reflects deep respect for King Nagpal and showcases the communal unity of the region. Recently, the Enforcement Directorate issued its first purple notice through Interpol regarding a new method of trade-based money laundering. This notice shares information about large-scale money laundering carried out by an organized network of domestic and foreign shell companies under the guise of international trade. It is important to note that the purple notice is one of the 8 color-coded notices issued by Interpol. The purpose of the purple notice is to inform member countries about modus operandi, objects, devices, and concealment methods used by criminals. Notably, Interpol issues 9 types of notices: including the red notice, yellow notice, blue notice, black notice, green notice, orange notice, purple notice, silver notice, and the Interpol United Nations Security Council Special Notice. Interpol is an intergovernmental organization with 196 member countries. It enables the sharing of information and cooperation between countries regarding crimes and criminals. The Enforcement Directorate is an organization established to investigate economic crimes and violations of foreign exchange laws. It was founded on 1st May 1956 as the Enforcement Unit. The ED is a multidisciplinary organization authorized to investigate economic crimes, money laundering, and violations of foreign exchange laws. Recently, a devastating earthquake of magnitude 6.0 hit Afghanistan. The epicenter of the earthquake was 27 kilometers northeast of Jalalabad in Nangarhar province. Afghanistan is a seismically sensitive region where major earthquakes have occurred in 2022 and 2023. Earthquakes continue to occur in this country due to the activity of tectonic plates and several fault lines. It is noteworthy that Afghanistan lies in the collision zone of Indian and Eurasian plates. An earthquake occurs when two tectonic plates of the earth suddenly slip over each other. The point where the earthquake begins is called the hypocenter, and the point on the earth's surface directly above it is called the epicenter. The waves generated by the earthquake are called seismic waves, which travel across the earth's surface. Seismic waves are measured using seismographs. Speaking of Afghanistan, it is a landlocked country. Afghanistan shares its borders with Pakistan, India, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and China. Its capital is Kabul, which is also its largest city. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was on an official visit to Japan. During this visit, both countries signed an agreement for the implementation of the joint lunar exploration mission Chandrayaan-5 for the southern pole of the moon. This mission will also be known as the Lunar Polar Exploration or LUPEX mission. Under this mission, both countries will use their expertise to study volatile substances on the lunar surface. It is noteworthy that Chandrayaan-5 will be the fifth mission in India's Chandrayaan series. The LUPEX mission has been jointly developed by ISRO and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. The mission aims to explore the southern polar region of the moon and investigate the presence of water and other elements. This mission includes both a lander and a rover. The Japanese space agency, JAXA, is responsible for the development and operation of the rover, while ISRO is responsible for the development and operation of the lander, which will carry the rover. The rover will independently explore regions where water may be present and will drill into the surface to collect soil samples. It is noteworthy that the launch of Chandrayaan-1 took place in 2008. Recently, Spain closed several of its coastal beaches due to the presence of the venomous blue sea dragon. The blue sea dragon is a small type of sea slug, also known by the names such as blue sea slug, blue angels, and sea swallow. It floats on the surface of the sea and moves with the currents. Unlike other sea slugs that stay on the ocean floor, the blue dragon swims upside down. It uses an air-filled stomach to help it float on the water's surface. This species is typically found on the surface of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, particularly in temperate and tropical aquatic regions. Its blue and silver color helps it camouflage on the sea surface, blending in with the ocean and sunlight from above. A unique feature of the blue dragon is that it feeds on toxic marine creatures like jellyfish and the Portuguese man-o'-war. It accumulates the jellyfish's stinging cells in its body, which it incorporates into its finger-like structures. These stings can be harmful, particularly to children and the elderly. A sting from this small creature can cause symptoms such as nausea, pain, vomiting, severe allergic reactions, skin swelling, and later discoloration. The blue dragon is hermaphroditic, which means that it has both male and female reproductive organs. Recently, researchers have discovered a new species of diatom named Climaconis heteropolaris. This discovery highlights the role of diatoms as indicators of climate change and water health. Diatoms are a type of microscopic algae that are unicellular organisms capable of photosynthesis. These algae are found in both marine and freshwater environments and form the base of aquatic food chain. As primary producers, they create their food through photosynthesis and support a wide range of aquatic life from zooplankton to marine mammals. The cell wall of diatoms is made of opaline silica, which is transparent. Their cell walls have complex and intricate patterns featuring small pores through which they absorb nutrients and expel waste. They are capable of photosynthesis and can convert dissolved carbon dioxide in water into oxygen. Diatoms serve as the major food source for higher organisms in the food chain such as zooplankton, mollusks, and fish. Additionally, they function as a significant source of atmospheric oxygen. It is believed that diatoms produce about 50% of the world's oxygen annually. Recently, the non-governmental organization Foundation to Educate Girls Globally won the Ramon Magsaysay Award 2025. It is the first organization from India to receive this prestigious honor. It is worth mentioning that Foundation to Educate Girls Globally, popularly known as Educate Girls, was founded by Safina Hussain in 2007 in Rajasthan. This non-governmental organization primarily works in communities where girls are deprived of education. The organization is dedicated to ensuring the right to education for girls and is continuously working to improve their future through education. For your information, the Ramon Magsaysay Award was established in 1957 and the first award was given in 1958. It is considered Asia's highest honor and is often referred to as Asia's Nobel Prize. The award was created in the memory of Ramon Magsaysay, the former president of Philippines, and in recognition of his leadership skills. Every year, the award is given to individuals and organizations in Asia who have selflessly helped others, transcending the boundaries of race, religion, gender, or nationality without seeking public recognition. After the news, let's take a quick look at 5 questions related to the bulletin. Question 1. Consider the following statements regarding Interpol. 1. It is a non-governmental international criminal police organization. 2. It enables the sharing of information and cooperation related to crimes and criminals between countries. 3. Currently, Interpol has a total of 196 member countries. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None of these. Question 2. Consider the following statements regarding diatoms. 1. It is a type of microalga. 2. They are the primary producers and make their own food through photosynthesis. 3. Their cell wall is made of opaline silica. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None of these. Question 3. Consider the following statements regarding Mela Path Festival. 1. It is organized in the Doda district of Jammu Kashmir. 2. It is dedicated to Lord Vasuki Nag, the presiding deity of Bhadarwa Valley. 3. This festival was first celebrated by Raja Nagpal. How many of the above statements are incorrect? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None of these. Question 4. Consider the following statements regarding the Ramon Magsaysay Award. 1. It was established in 1955. 2. It is considered Asia's Nobel Prize. 3. The award for the year 2025 was won by the NGO Educate Girls. How many of the above statements are incorrect? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None of these. Question 5. Consider the following statements regarding the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. 1. It is a permanent intergovernmental international organization. 2. It was established on 15th June 2001 in Shanghai. 3. This organization operates with 10 member countries, 2 observer countries, and 15 dialogue partners. How many of the above statements are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None of these. Please provide your answers in the comment section. Let's take a quick look at some small yet important news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently nominated 2 people as new members of the National Disaster Management Authority and renominated 3 existing members for another 3 years. It is noteworthy that current members Rajendra Singh, Krishna Swaroop Vatsa, and Lieutenant General Syed Atta Hasnain have been renominated as members of NDMA, while scientist Dinesh Kumar Aswal and disaster recovery expert Rita Missel have been appointed as new members of NDMA. The National Disaster Management Authority is a top statutory body of India, established under the Disaster Management Act of 2005. A recent study on coral microatolls in Maldives revealed that the sea level around Maldives and Lakshadweep is rising faster than estimated. This has increased the threat of coral bleaching. It is important to note that coral reefs are extremely sensitive to their environment. They are especially sensitive to fluctuations in sea level. When sea levels rise, sunlight is unable to penetrate the water to reach the coral reefs, which can lead to coral bleaching. The Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority has recently launched the Bharti initiative to empower India's agricultural food exports and encourage innovation in startups. Its goal is to empower 100 agricultural food startups through innovation and incubation to help APIDA achieve its target of $50 billion in agricultural food exports by 2030. It is noteworthy that APIDA was established under the APIDA Act 1985. It promotes and develops the exports of agricultural products and provides support in marketing, transportation, and value addition. Recently, the Global Peace Index 2025 was released. In this index, Iceland once again ranked the world's most peaceful country. It was followed by Ireland, New Zealand, Finland, Australia, Switzerland, Singapore, Portugal, Denmark, and Slovenia. These countries were included in the top 10 most peaceful countries. Meanwhile, India ranked 115th out of the 163 countries in the list, which includes 163 sovereign states and territories representing 99.7% of the global population. It is important to note that this index evaluates peace based on 3 criteria: social safety, ongoing domestic or international conflicts, and militarization. Iceland has achieved the highest rankings in all 3 areas by 2025. Recently, the Trump administration cancelled a contract with an Israeli spyware company, Paragon Solutions, which was previously suspended during the Biden administration. The company's software was allegedly used to monitor activists and journalists in Europe. As a result of this decision, the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement gained access to Paragon Solutions' powerful hacking software, Graphite Spyware. Graphite Spyware is a type of software designed to gain remote access to mobile phones and control them entirely. The user of this software can not only access phone's pictures but can also read messages and track the phone's location. Recently, the Coconut Development Board launched its new revised schemes on the occasion of World Coconut Day at the Adlux Convention Centre in Angamali, Kerala, and also presented Export Excellence Awards. It is noteworthy that World Coconut Day is celebrated every year on 2nd September. The Coconut Development Board is a statutory body under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare, which was established in 1981. Its purpose is to increase the productivity of coconut cultivation and industry through integrated development. Its headquarters is in Kochi, and its regional offices are in Bengaluru, Chennai, Guwahati, and Patna. That's all for now in this bulletin. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Drishti ISS English and Hindi YouTube channels.